So, hi everyone, coming to you from my bed. I was about to say live, but I'm not live, am I? So, yeah, like I say, I'm being guided to just not do so much live work. You know, with all the daily spiritual attack that's always been a thing with my particular purpose and placements, but holy fucking shitballs. The guy's doing that out there. You're doing a good job, aren't you? But fucking hell, I'm keeping up with you. So, she's texted. You might knock me down for a bit, but not long. Right, so I've set a timer for 20 minutes, so let's just crack on with this. So if you're new around here, I do occasionally do a recorded video or a live stream from my bed like this in my jammies with no brown. That's why I'm keeping the covers over here. Now, for some reason, I've just been reminded that people find this doobie hilarious, and I think it's because everyone's got smutty minds, and the way I was sitting the last time, it was like the arrow was pointing down. But I mean, like I'd said before, the arrows are the masculine and the feminine energy anyway, which is pretty funny considering that's what I'm all about here, empowering your divine feminine and masculine inner energy and within a twin flame connection, because that's who we're here to help around here, the real ones. And right, so anyway, yeah, my name's Claire. I heal through my energy, my frequency in general, and that basically nails it. I'm a shaman, Reiki master, all these other things as well, medium, channel astrology, you know, all these other things. But yeah, I heal with my frequency. So oh yeah, and on that note, talking to healing, because Mercury goes direct next week and there's a bit of a shadow in that, I was going to go ahead and just publish all of them, but I'm being guided to, I'm going to be sending the distance healing out to the ladies that were staying on from my previous membership, because this is, I wouldn't call this a membership, you know, it's a platform is what I'm calling it. And also I'm seeing how I like it, you know, I'm going to do it for a month and see how I like it, or you know, I'll do it for, I'm sure I will keep it on, but I'm not too sure about this particular platform. I might change to Patreon or something. So we're just, listen, I'm practicing what I preach. We're all about messy action. So I'm taking messy action. So, but what I'm being guided to do is, if anybody, I'm laughing because I think the video will upload in time, because I'm only going to make it. Oh shit, but mind you, wait a minute, I'm going to, just seen a synchronicity. You know, when I say that, it's one that's just for me. Otherwise, I'd just tell you. Yeah, I'm going to put the timer off just now. Yeah, I'm going to make this about 20 minutes for divine feminine, divine masculine, because I really basically want to see what the fuck is going on. Yeah, because I know from myself, I know from working with clients, it's just, yeah, it's been a very, very rough ride, a rough energy of spiritual warfare, spiritual attack for certain waves of twin flames. And like I say, I would say for the Wayshores, you know, it's the ones of us that are speaking out, you know, and again, you know, people don't need to have massive platforms or anything to be getting the shit for that, because this is a tiny platform, and let me tell you, fucking hell, they certainly know how powerful I am and be attacking me in the way they have. But I've got powerful people around me as well. Right, so basically, what was I going to say? Right, I'll shuffle these while I'm doing it. So yeah, while you're watching it, if you're new, first of all, welcome to the Soul Family. Second of all, if you've not subscribed, why not? I'm pretty cool. We're pretty cool. Join the family. But I understand, you know, if you want to suss something. Oh, what was that on the bottom? Well, I guess we'll never know. I sometimes think that when I'm watching someone, I'm like, that was important on the bottom. Basically, what was I going to, see, I'm too chill. I put the heater on in my room and I'm like far too chill. What was I going to say? No, it's totally gone. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you want to be a part of the distance healing for tonight, you can just click the usual donate button, which I'll put in the comments. It's set at a tenner there. And that, you know, that can be the energy exchange, and I'll include you in the 30-minute distant healing. Now, obviously, if you're brand new around here, you're going to be like, right, how do I know you're telling the truth? Well, that's, you know, again, I'm not going to expect if you're brand new, you're going to sign up to it. But for the people that know, oh, my rings, shit, I forgot to put them on. For the people that know that this stuff works, typically when I do things like this, people that are really connected to me, they really do feel it in a big, big way. Definitely the next day. Sometimes it can take a few days to feel it, but you know, they normally, especially if you were feeling particularly anxious or down or even depressed or losing in a dark night. So where the fuck? Here they are. Can't be having naked hands, guys. Yeah, yeah, you feel it. Like what I mean, so basically, oh yeah, actually, because that's so the first tier. I'm not going to tell you about the tiers just now because that's why I'm not publishing them yet. I'm sorting them out this week, and I'll be be sharing it when, you know, Mercury goes direct Sunday, I think, or whenever it is. It's soon, and then I'll get going with that. But the first tier generally is, it's going to be, it's a prayer list, right? You might think, well, what the fuck's that going to do? Well, it does a lot, right? I mean, alone, recently, a friend of mine was selling her house and buying a house, and she'd asked if I could put a wee prayer out there both times, and she sold her house and bought a house. Do you know what I mean? The one she wanted. In the past, you know, wee while as well there, I've had people like either family members, nephews, or their son, stuff like wanting to pray about driving tests and stuff, and both those teenagers passed first time. If like people have had, you know, temperatures or been diagnosed with the virus, and they've felt better the very same day that I've just prayed. Again, I didn't sit for 20 minutes and send healing in. I just literally prayed, and people felt, and that was skeptical. That's a true story by that. That was actually one of my mum's friends. She's not skeptical. I mean, she's known me since I was wee, but you know, she's not a massive believer. She was probably just like, when my mum was like, "Oh, Claire will send you healing," she's probably all right. But mind you, she did follow my Instagram, so she knows it's real. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. With the way people have been brainwashed about all of this, she could have been like, you know, what's that going to do? Oh, putting them on the wrong fingers. But yeah, with that particular, my mum's friend, she was in her bed, I don't know, for about a week or something, and then whenever she said to my mum, and I said, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I was saying healing, and I was like, "But I suppose, you know, if people don't want it," and she was like, "No, I think she is open," because her husband had it too. And then yeah, basically, she was up the next day feeling great, and she done a test and it was negative, and that's been the case with a lot of people whenever they've actually, you know, reached out for help. So basically, the point of me saying this, I could go on and on and on. Like my uncle came here the other day, and I mean, he lives down in England, and I mean, he's a, you know, he's a Scorpio. That's got nothing to do with it, but do you know what I mean? He's a Scorpio and stubborn, and a wee bit like my dad too. You know, my dad picks and chooses when to believe in all this too, but he knows it's real. And it must have been pretty bad, because when they walked in, and again, you know, when like, you know, when it was like my dad was coming up to drop my niece off, but I didn't realise my uncle was, but he is my favourite uncle. He's probably the only fucking uncle that likes me these days, but anyway, but long story short, his back was in agony, and my dad went, you know, help Derek's back. It's sore. And I thought, what, you joking? So it was like when they were, and anyway, I just kind of laughed because I was in my jammies and I was just kind of like, I was feeling really, really shite, right? And then basically, like I was having a jammy day with my niece, do you know what I mean? And then basically before he was leaving, I went, do you want me to put my hands on your back? Like, do you mind? Is that? And he was like, yeah. You know, and when people are in that much, they're like, yeah, anything. And I basically just put my hands on his back. I shit you not, it was like 90 seconds or 2 minutes. It was no more than 2 minutes. And I was like, can you feel anything? And he was like, yeah, heat. And then, or I said, can you feel heat? I think I usually say, can you feel anything? I don't, but whatever. You know, I'm that honest. I'm like, I can't remember what I said. And he was just like, yeah, but he was in a bit in shock. And then my dad was just kind of doing that weird kind of awkward smile where it's like, and I was just like, aye, well, thanks for actually admitting that, and kind of looked at my dad to be smart. And but my dad has admitted it too. You know, my dad's had aches and pains and that as well. He's like I say, picks and chooses. it's a man thing. Sorry, divine masculines out there, but it's true. You know, like the men have a bit of a harder time understanding some of the, but not the awakened men out there. And I know there's lots of you following here, and I know there's lots of you that are wide awake, and you're pretending you're not. So, for various different reasons, and we respect you. We respect everyone here. Basically. Yeah, isn't that amazing? He was in absolute agony, and he could have just basically not mentioned it at all. And bear in mind, it was my dad that mentioned it for him, but he could have just not mentioned it at all. But it went away. And I mean, he went away down the stairs in shock. And then when I asked my mum later, I was like, "Is his back still alright?" He was like, "Yeah, well, he's not mentioned it again. You know what I mean? It's away." And I know it is, because that's what happens to everyone. So that is, you know, people are a wee bit more lucky if they you know, if they've got access to me in person. But again, that is why I'm like, something has massively shifted. I would say in the last sort of month or two. It's been going that way for a while, but with the amount of time that I was falling back into overgiving, and just with how taxing it is on my energy, and you know, it's and just the life fucking changing transformations that happen for people, that, you know, I'm so grateful for those of you that update me on whenever we do anything in that. It's a really, really, you know, I'm really looking after my energy now, really value myself more than ever, you know, which is why I'm not doing as many lives, just this now anyway. And like, I'm just going with what I'm guided to do. And yeah, and also my prices have went up now as well. So I mean, but you can email my assistant, you know, to ask about it. You can just do the same, email, you know, the soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com, and she can point you in the right direction. And then next week I'll be talking about the tiers and that, and you know, you can, if you want to join one of them, you can do that. And you know, that's got loads of good stuff like the prayer list, which is why I was just talking about that. It's the bottom one. And I'll actually sit with a list with your intentions. So I'm saying prayer, but I mean, it is still healing as well. You know what I mean? But it's just the next level up will be, well, I'll actually lie down for 30 minutes, do a shamanic journey, and you know, send, like, clear your chakras and stuff. So it's just more in depth healing, which is what I'm going to do tonight. Which I better get on with this video. And then and then the next one up will be other stuff. But that's what I'm actually just sorting out, exactly what I want to do in that before I publish. So I'll be publishing that, I think, next week, but I'll update you. And for anyone that's already on the tiers, should it take any longer than that, I'll compensate you with something extra if it comes to that. But I don't think it's gonna. I think I'll have it up next week, just because of the Mercury retro, because it's been that crazy. Right, okay, got my rings on and we're ready to rock. Right, so divine masculine, and happy new moon in Libra, by the way. I'm sounding very chipper, haven't I? I felt a lot of excitement, which is really, I mean, again, if you knew the kind of week that if you knew the kind of 10 days that I'd had, you'd be like, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of excitement in the collective. So I hope that you're feeling a bit of that. And if you're not, I hope I can bring a bit of upliftment to you right now. Right, so yeah, if I didn't make that clear, if you want the 30-minute distant healing tonight, that I'm going to be planning on doing about 11:11 my time. That might change if I fucking sit on here for hours, but it really doesn't matter what time I send it, right? It's just know that I will be sending that healing out. And the magic of it, right? When I used to do this before, when I posted it on my Instagram, my Facebook page, sometimes people saw the post later, and a lot of people really did believe in you know, the healing that comes through me, because it's from the divine. But I'm honouring the fact that I take my time out to sit and do it and allow myself to be used like that. The people that paid after still felt the healing. So, but again, I don't expect people to get their head around that. That might be a bit much for some people, but it's because time really is an illusion. I mean, how amazing is that one I published earlier today, if you've seen that. I mean, there was a few, I think it's obvious, there was a few reasons why I hesitated about publishing that. But a lot of the time, it's not just kind of me being like, oh, I don't really want to put that out there, because I know it's not just for me. It's they actually purposely say, right, not just now. And then they'll guide me to my own video and be like, publish that now. And it makes sense, because it was about, well, everything I do is Twinflames, but because it was quite I keep using this word spicy. I don't even use that word, but you know, it's a bit racy. It's a bit with those cards. Well, very racy. The actual reading itself wasn't. I mean, I feel that's just fucking drama, right? But it is what many twin flames are going through. And that's why I say we've got to send love to the twin flames that are going through that divine feminine or divine masculine, because really we're all going through it basically. It's just some are going through it more than others. But basically, yeah, it must be meant to be, because this is the new moon of unions. Like Libra is marriage, which doesn't just mean literal marriage, it's spiritual marriage too, and that is what twin flames are. And I actually liked what I channeled in that video. I really, yeah, I mean, I watched it obviously before I published it, and I was like, all right, yeah, it's kind of in line with the way things are going anyway, you know, just braver and braver of whatever I'm putting out there. So, and I just really do, it was more the sadness that what I was channeling about. I really do feel a lot of, like say, if a lot of divine masculine men or even women, whoever it made sense to, don't already feel like shit, it's many of them are gonna. So, but I know that a lot of them already do feel like that. So it's just if we can just let, you know, divine masculine collectives know that like there is support there, because like say there's a lot of people that just talk shit about, you know, just bash bash divine masculine as well. And again, it's there's different reasons, you know, because again there's different reasons for that, and a lot of it I've spot it's because it's not actually divine masculines that a lot of people will be talking about, but some of it is, and it is like, you know, the behavior can look a bit not so great, or it just basically isn't so great. But it's about, you know, you got to understand the whole journey, and it's people can act from a weird place when they don't feel worthy of something. So anyway, blah blah blah, blah. Right, so they're pulling me these cards. Actually, I pulled these for divine feminine, divine masculine collective earlier on today when I was just doing it for myself actually, and I can't remember what side it was again. I think it was, this one was divine feminine, new beginnings on the new moon, and this one was divine masculine side. So again, this is like within you, or it's two people that this is going to resonate with. So everything in life is constantly vibrating, moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. And then believe the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So I really do, again, I think that's self-explanatory, right? It is a new moon, like I say, it's a new moon of love and partnership. So what it means is if people are in partnerships where it's not their lobster or their forever one, alarm bells may be going off in their head there. Again, alarm bells may not be going off in their head, or alarm bells may be going off in people's heads and they're able to silence them. Who knows? People can really push down their deeper feelings in quite a big way, actually. Oh, and can I just say, I actually channeled this. It was a really good pick a pile yesterday, and I can't turn the fucking video around, and but really that doesn't matter. But I think it was more, I kind of just went, I mean, you could be like, Claire, are you fucking kidding? You go personal all the time, but it was about my shit. Do you know what I mean? Like just me. Like it wasn't kind of, and it was like, I mean, boss, I don't really give a crap. Nah, there was different bits, and I'm like, I don't know if that's maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but you know, maybe if you end up saying that, then whatever you were meant to, or further down the line. But or I might just do another one again. But again, it's very rare that I actually do it and never publish it. It usually does get published at some point, so we'll see. But yeah, this one about believing, this is about, again, divine masculines. A lot of them really don't have any belief right now that there's any hope about anything, whether that is hope with the twin flame, those that are not with karmic partners, or those that are, you know, some are with karmic partners and got themselves in a bit of situation or something. Okay, whatever, you know, and like I say, some are with karmic partners and they may be quite happy right now, but it is Mercury retrograde, and it is the new moon about relationships, and providing you know you are actually a twin flame, I'd say shit's going to be kicking off for a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? Just my feeling, just my feeling. Right. So, and it's because people are getting really, you know, it's the unified energy is happening of not being able to unsee your divine mirror when you look in the mirror, or feel your divine mirror. You know, yeah, whatever that means. We know what it means, right? So. Let's get on, because how long did I thought? 25, for fuck's sake. I'm going to get this out before. Yeah, I'm just going to have to publish this without watching it. I don't usually like doing that, but fuck it. Right, we're being brave today, so we'll just go with it. Right, so in the subconscious, oh my God, there we go. Wow. Of the divine feminine energy, didn't even let me finish my sentence, is empathy. And I feel that's really beautiful. Again, like I say, sometimes I'll channel it more like, oh, this is your inner energy. And sometimes I'll just go naturally into channel it like, this is divine feminine, this is divine masculine, like, you know, separate people. Really, it's both. So just know that it is both all the time. So just, I can't be arsed saying that again. But empathy, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Fucking love that. I think that just really, really beautifully exemplifies what I just said, is when you are a true divine feminine and you know who your divine masculine is and you're not confused about it, because like I say, many people are confused about it, and that's okay. If you're confused about it, you're confused about it, and that's where you need to get help from people that are good at doing this. And like I say, you're in the right place. This is what I do every working day, and sometimes people hit me up and it's not my fucking working day. Do you know what I mean? My boundaries are a bit better now, and I'd be like, I'll help you when it's my working day. But do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, it's providing you do know who your true twin flame is, it is your energy, it's your divine mirror. So you can actually, although you can be like, God, I'm pretty sure if I was in the divine masculine energy, I wouldn't do that. But then it's kind of like, it's not really about that. It's about the fact that it's about just sort of being open-minded, that when you do actually talk with your twin flame, you'll just understand. And that's basically what I'm feeling, is that when it comes to that point where the twin flames are having a conversation, it's about letting the divine masculine, regardless of gender, you know, whatever, man, woman, whatever you identify as, just letting the other person talk, that basically either didn't share their feelings at all or not very often, whatever it is in your situation, and just like empathizing. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation, because like I say, with twin flames, it is way more intense than any other connection. It's actually, do you know what I like? Ralph Smart put out a twin flame video the other day, and again, just, you know, you may just want to watch him anyway. Again, he was who I watched him right at the start of my awakening. Like, I've literally followed that guy since the hundreds or something, never mind the thousands. Like, that's with quite a lot of people. So, you know, I basically don't really tend to watch them. I just tend to actually see a thumbnail and kind of, there's loads of people I used to tune in, even recently, that I resonate with. I just don't resonate with at all. And I'm not even watching them, you know what I mean? It's like, and kind of want to stay off, like, even YouTube, to be honest, which is really weird because I love YouTube. But, you know, or like, again, I don't stay off completely, but I'm not watching things as much as what I did, is what I'm saying. Only stuff that I really, really want to. I'm being selective in my energy, that's what I want to say. But anyway, the reason why I mentioned that is because he put out a twin flame video yesterday, I think it was, and I'm always open-minded to that, because I think sometimes he's done it and I'm like, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to say I had my 100% whole attention, but I did for most of it, because it's a short video, and I did agree with it, because it was just talking about the intensity and all that. So basically, but whether you're going to choose to watch that or not, it might, again, I think it might help a lot of divine masculine energies out there, people that are newly awakening, that maybe want a more succinct sort of explanation of all of this. Like, But the thing is, if you're in it, you don't need an explanation. You know what I mean? It's, you just know. And that's what I would say to people, you know what I mean? Like, if you're kind of doubting, like, that's why it's hard, you know, it is hard when you live it, because I'm like, I don't know how people could even doubt. Like, it's that fucking strong, like, but I do feel everything really strongly because of where my Pluto is. And like I've said before, the intensity with me, my twin flame, is fucking unbearable, which is why we haven't which is why we haven't seen each other for years, and it's why we couldn't be friends. It's all or nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's the way that I see it, and it must be the way that he sees it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we'd have seen each other before now. So just don't, you know, just everyone's got a different journey. Like I say, as twin flames go, my connection is the intense of the most intense of the most intense. That's what I'm going to say about that. So each their own. Right. So what's on the bottom of this deck? Service. I feel good when I can help others. We'll look at that. Yeah. So divine feminines, for yourself and your feelings, your divine feminine energy, you're allowing, you're receptive, you're rest, have empathy for yourself, especially if you've had the kind of week that I've had. And have empathy for other divine feminines. Have empathy for everyone right now, because it's a very confusing time in the collective, and Mercury retrograde plays tricks on people's minds. It can have people jumping the gun, it can have people mix up, miscommunications, even with people you love and like a lot, you know, all of this shit can happen. So have empathy with everyone, yourself and everyone included, and obviously your twin flame. And again, if you are like myself, like, again, I'm resonating with these. I don't always resonate with them, but I'm resonating with them. You know, if you're being of service to others, I feel good when I can help others. That's very Venus and Virgo right now, because Venus is value and Virgo is being of service to others. And Mercury and Virgo as well. Oh, at the same degree right now. I was just having a wee look there. Yeah, because Mercury retrograde was in Libra and now it's in Virgo. So yeah, be extra discerning with your communication. But I happen to feel that's going to be a little bit easier than Libra. I think Libra, I found that really challenging because it was like, oh, just the overthinking was pretty nuts. But I mean, Virgo can be overthinking as well. But it is very discerning. And I mean, we're in a Libra moon. We are in a Libra sun and moon right now. So yeah, so the overthinking's still there, actually. Just ignore what I said. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get distracted looking at that. Right. So yes, have empathy for yourself, have empathy for others, have empathy for the other half of your soul, even if you don't know what the fuck's going on. Even if you do know, or you think you know what's going on, you just have empathy. And again, I always kind of think, you know, you just, in Mercury retrograde, things can seem one way and they might be entirely different. So just keep an open mind. And yeah, be of service to others when you've got energy to do it, I would say, because like I say, I certainly didn't have energy the other day, but I've got energy now. Right. So, and again, I'm not actually going to go on about the things I do to protect my energy, because I don't want to give the people that have been spiritually attacking me the info, actually. So I would advise you to do the same. Right. So just know that I have had all my things from other people that helped me, and I've also been doing a lot of healing on myself. Right. So what do we need to know in the, what's a feeling that in the subconscious of this divine feminine collective? Two have come out. Did I turn that off again? No. I will feel better once I get the rest I need. All right, shall I just stop now? But see what I mean? I've just went through this the past 10 days. I will really even when did I start feeling better? It still feels like it's the weekend to me right now, and it's a Monday, but it's because Mondays are my day off. But like I say, I've been getting more rest than what I have done any other time. Well, it was as little as, I'd say, even like 3 days ago, I wasn't feeling good. And then I done a lot of healing myself, and then I felt, anyway, blah, blah, blah. So, but the way, like I say, because I'm away short, I go through stuff before other people so that I can channel about it, so that I can help people. So some of you may be feeling like this now. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're doing good. But I will feel better once I get the rest I need. Dispelling sadness. Well, look at that. Yeah, I mean, fucking, that's scarily fucking accurate for where I was. Asking for angelic support. My angels respond when I'm open and authentic about how I feel. And there was me just going on about people are going to be wanting to talk about how they feel at some point. Because remember, when I'm channeling these, as much as, you know, I would love to be putting out there that it is for real time, and for a lot of people it will be real time, some of this, when it gets into stuff about unions and twin flames and stuff, it can be months in advance, like we've just seen from the one I posted today, you know, so be open-minded. Right. Divine masculine. Oh yeah, shit, yeah. I can't do like that, can I? Fuck, that's really annoying. I've set a timer, but I can't do like that because I do it at the same time. Wait a minute, I'll just turn that timer off. I'm just thinking for sending that healing upload. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when I send the healing. Just know that I'll do it when the video's uploaded. Like I'm just going to publish this as soon as it's uploaded. I wasn't, because to be honest, I'm just kind of offering, like I'm not, you know, it wasn't my plan to sort of have people join in on that distance healing. It was just, I'm not kind of ready to get going. It was just if somebody was really desperate for healing and they wanted to get in on that. But like I say, if you do believe me about it doesn't matter and you can deny after, then each to their own. But some people might need more time to get their heads around that. What will I set this for? Let's set it for 20 minutes and see how I go. Right. Some people will be laughing. My boundaries are tightened in my one-to-one live Zoom sessions, but when I'm doing the YouTube, I'm a bit more relaxed. It takes as long as it takes. Right, so divine masculine. What do we need to know about divine masculine collective? Of inner energy, of to go with what I just spoke about, and within a connection, knowing that again it's both. When I checked in on this morning, it was not good, is what I'm going to say. It was like the Tower in reverse, and I think it was the Three of Swords in reverse. So major heartbreak, major change, disruption was what I was getting from that. Which is why divine feminines are having to rest a lot, because the more calm and at peace and unshakable you can be, the more it helps your masculine. And bear in mind this, what can confuse people is like people can be like, well, my fucking masculine looks like he's absolutely fine. I can see what he's up to. And some of you might not be seeing what they're up to, feeling it. And it's what I've said before. What someone can portray in public or what they can, you know, the mask they can put can be very different to what's going on underneath. So just be mindful of that. Again, everyone should resonate with that. Regardless of your gender, or even regardless of being a fucking twin flame. Right. Fine masculine. Subconscious. Oh my god, grief has got chills. See, this is what I mean. Like, you got to be open-minded because, like, I've said this before, but like, your divine masculine could, like, someone might have died in their life or something, or some people might not like to hear they might have just split up with someone and they would be allowed to be sad, you know, because it's a change, or they might have just lost their job. Like, you just don't know. So, or they might just be fucking sad and they don't know why they're sad. But isn't that interest that fascinates me actually? Never mind interest that divine feminine had dispelling sadness and masculine's got grief. Like, hello, wow. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So let's take the examples I just said. If it's losing someone in their life, again, bittersweet, horrible when someone dies, but how beautiful it is to have loved someone that much. I've actually used that example before about twin flames as well. I've actually used that about my own twin flame journey, that I've said at one point, if nothing ever happened with me, my twin flame again, I'm just grateful that I cared about somebody that much in my lifetime, because many people never get to experience those kind of feelings. You know what I mean? That's just my optimistic Sagittarius moon, but I'm a little bit more optimistic than that. But anyway, if it's the breakdown of a karmic connection they're in, that's complicated because, like I said before, very rarely would it be the breakdown of a karmic relationship and there wasn't some kind of drama going on. there may be the rare exception where it is just two people aren't in resonance anymore and they might have kids and stuff like that and they choose to part ways and it's all amicable and peaceful. I happen to believe though, see, even when people have told me stuff like that in the past, it always ends up further down the line. The person wasn't as genuine as what the twin flame felt, you know, like I have seen that with loads of people. I've actually felt, yeah, I've had this happen in my life where I've, you know, you feel like you part ways from someone and then you actually kind of find out like, oh, you know, lucky escape. But yeah, most of the time with karmic breakups, it's because there's major spell work and or someone seeming one way being very different. And that's why what I mean by spell work. If somebody's kind of making out they're an amazing person, you know, oh, this lovely person, and then actually you get to know them and they're fucking, you know, the demon, or like, you know what I mean, like starting out The Exorcist, it's kind of, you know, that can be kind of scary. Because you're like, oh my god, like this person's totally sold me a lie. It's like being fucking sold a dodgy car or something, isn't it? Depending on how deep you get into something. But and then if it's a job change, anyway, blah blah blah. Right, so we get it. Big changes, fits with what I said about the tarot card. I've not got any tarot for here though. What's another one for divine masculine collective? Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Well, that's divine feminine energy. So that again is what I said. It's unification. It's balance. The masculines are they're being forced into their feelings. That's what I just heard. They're being forced into their feelings. And when divine masculines are forced into their feelings, and this is in the subconscious, remember, this is about to surface. This is what I'm saying. Be humble if you are a divine masculine and you're like, well, I'm not feeling any of this. Well, this is someone's subconscious right now. So it's going to be rising up in them. Or I take it to mean they're well aware and it's like kind of their more hidden private feelings too. It'll be different for different people, but I really am taking that to mean it's like because divine masculines are getting more into their feelings, and I'm particularly talking to guys here, but this will go for women that are more in that energy too. It's like the feelings for the twin flame will surface in a big way if they weren't all there anyway. But like I happen to believe if someone's a true twin flame and they know who their twin flame is, the feelings never go away anyway. They just get put away in a box somewhere. Why I think that notebook video was very relevant that was on my timeline. I was like, oh, fucking hell. But it's true, isn't it? Like that's why it can be quite hard, I think, sometimes to empathize because for people. And that's why I'm just really honest. I'm always like, I would not want to be in the position of being somebody's partner and wondering if someone was going to pop up like I know her an alley. Like it's just, you just always be on edge. And it's why I also wouldn't want to do it. That's why I haven't done it to someone actually. But again, I was about to say weird. I'm so empathic like that is quite unique and unusual. And I wouldn't expect other people to go that strong with it. But like I say, I seriously don't regret it. And if I ever publish that pick a pill, you'll see why. Because I went into fucking talking about a few, not like fucking naming and shaming for Christ's sake. I mean, it's bad enough when I'm fucking, you know what I mean? I keep it honest, but it's like I just sort of mentioned a few. If I'd ever sort of tried to, like when I casual sort of hooked up with people in that, like, oh, I'm going to have to fucking publish that now. Or in fact, you know what? In case I don't publish that, basically what I said was I told this story of like when I was you know, it was a casual, you know, thing. Well, it was, yeah, basically it was a one night stand, right? I don't even fucking know what basically. And but basically the reason why I was giving an example was the guy was like, have you got a boyfriend? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, is there someone you really like? And it was funny in the video because I was like, well, what do you want me to do? Fucking put the kettle on. You can fucking listen to my life stories. Like, you know what I mean? This isn't what we're, this isn't what we're back here for. Do you know what I mean? And don't judge me, right? Because I totally wasn't that type. Like I said, if ever I was having a rare old time, you know, going back with someone, it was usually my twin flame for the majority of my life, to be honest. But obviously I'm not a nun and he's been out of my life for over 10 years. So but yeah, it was just funny because what I was using that example of, I didn't say that in the video, but I was like, yeah, it was almost as if my divine masculine's fucking higher self was cockblocking. But you don't say it when it's other, yeah, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like his energy was felt by that guy. So much so that he was like, "You got a boyfriend?" And I'm like, "No," but it's because my feelings were so strong for my twin flame. It was just like, even when I did try to like just bloody, but it wasn't even a relationship, just fucking sleep with someone. It was like they felt it. So I just eventually got to the point where I was like, what's the fucking point? I don't even fucking want to do this anyway. So there you go. Whoever that helps. Right. That's what it's really like being a true twin flame, divine feminine. Just saying. If you can shelf, I would actually say if you can shelf that, this is what I mean. Who knows? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Some people would be like, ignorance is bliss. Some people would be like, oh God, I'm glad I can shelf that so that I could get involved with other people. But it's like, it's because I'm just forever helping people be more aware. And it's like, I just can't not be so aware of my feelings, basically. It's not like I've not got stuff that doesn't come up, subconscious gunks, I like to call it, but it's not as much as what most have because of what I do every day and what I help people with. Anyone that's been on a Zoom with me, you'll know it's weird. The space that I hold, it's like it opens your subconscious right away. People are telling me things that they didn't even know that that's how they felt until that space was open. Pretty intense. Did I even do these cards? I don't know. I've no idea what I fucking said, so whatever. Encountering conflict. Well, this is divine masculines ones. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. Encountering conflict. That's like for the world too, though, isn't it? That's like when I said, you've got to pick a side. In the time that we live in, you've got to pick a side. And I know what side I want to be on in the world. I want to be in the side in the side of the awakened warriors. I don't want to be the ones that went back to sleep that are fucking taking a walk down a very dark road. That if people still can't see that, I'm fucking, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Oh, really, I'm going to need to put these out. These are pretty deep. Right, okay, so that's enough for the subconscious. What have we got for the conscious mind? Right, I'm going to use these cards because I haven't used them in a while and I like what it says in the book. What's going on in the conscious mind of this, your divine feminine energy, or a divine feminine in a collective of twins that I'm picking up on? One card, please. Oh, wow. Okay. That's fucking going along with what I just said, isn't it? Divine feminine collective are empathizing and sending love to their man holding a heart, even if their man holding a heart has given their heart to someone else or many others. Right. I hope you enjoy my little banter in between. Man holding a heart. So, I've just told about a woman holding a heart, but male dealing with family, love, or emotions. Holy fucking shitballs. Is that or is that not what I just said about the subconscious? Yes, it is. Why am I doing? Oh, yeah, because it is. It's divine feminine. Anyway, that's confusing me. But see, when I get confused, oh my God, and the next page is 144. Hello. Twin flames. When I get confused about what's what, it's because the energies are merging so much. So it means something. Everything means something. I'm channeling, right? I'm just adding my bit of fucking humor and sarcasm and all that in. Right, so this tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. Yeah, that's what I basically said, though, wasn't it? And again, it's not me, it's God speaking through me. It's the divine masculines are getting clarity on their feelings for A, their divine feminine, and B, anyone else karmic situations, if there is that involved. Some isn't, some there is. There could be, and then there's the more complicated ones of some divine masculines may have thought someone else was like a deeper connection, soulmate, or even a twin flame because of how popularized it's been. I don't know if that's even a word, but how much it bloody gets spoken about when people aren't even one. That's the thing. That's a key pointer, right? If somebody's wanting to be a twin flame, they aren't. Because like, look at what I've just said. I've went through the past, and I get it worse because I guide twin flames. But well, there's more reasons than that. But anyway, There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. So there you go. If divine masculines have been acting from their lower chakras, aka mostly been about casual connections, casual sex, even divine masculines will have got in full-blown relationships, but really never given that heart away. Like, true story. I know women that have done that too, that are in divine masculine energy. Do you know what I mean? It's very. I've spoke about this. In fact, you know what? I think I've spoke about loads on videos, and I think I spoke for 2.5 hours once on one that I didn't publish, but it's probably going to be all right to publish now with all the other shit that I've said, and it was quite interesting. But yeah, I just basically went into that, like with my own sort of personal experience. Like I can now see, like as a teenager, I was really I was doing that. I was detached. Like I was like, I'm going to hold on to my heart here. And I'm going to sleep with this guy for a very long time and not fall in love with him. That didn't work out very well. But you know what I mean? That was before I knew it was twin flame. But that's even if people aren't twin flames, it rarely works out very well. Someone gets hurt. So for some, this wait a minute. Yeah, for some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life. Oh, and this is for divine feminine. One who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. So I feel this is many divine feminines that is divinely timed for, because this is a new moon about relationships. Many divine masculines coming back to a divine feminine, more thoughtful, more aware, probably apologetic. But again, some it's going to take, some that's going to take more pushing pride, ego aside than others. Again, because this is what divine masculines need to push through, is pride and ego. And again, that even goes for the women. I say about it all the time that everyone needs to push their pride and ego aside. Like that can even be like if someone's really overdue getting healing from me, or getting healing from anywhere. I was even talking about this with a friend the other day. It's like, it's that thing where people are like, I can do it myself, and it's like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like when I was going getting a massage, I always use that example. Like my friend that does the massage, it's like, we were saying, it's like you can't even, it's not the same massage yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, go and get the help, go and get the energy healing, go and get the massage, go and fucking let somebody listen to you, go and get counseling if you've got major fucking trauma. Like, just get help, basically. At least let a friend listen to you, because some people don't even do that. That's why a lot of people connected to this feel like I'm a best friend, which I say is fine as long as you're aware of my boundaries. Do you know what I mean? Because that gets overwhelming for me, and I need to be able to do the work to help a lot of people. Right. Right. Whether or not this man is a love interest, a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So it might, like it says, it might not be your divine masculine, so don't get your hopes up, right? Let go of expectations, but it might be. It will be for some. And this also doesn't need to be in real time. Right, affirmation. I'm comfortable with all my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. Yeah. Because that's divine feminine's card. Let's see what divine masculine's is. And again, you can see that is true for the way that I'm expressing myself. Although I'm channeling this for the collective, I do express a lot of my own stuff when I'm doing this. Right. So, and that's what I mean about, like, could you ever picture me being fast forward 5 years, as that'll be fucking eating my words. But it's like, could you ever imagine me like stuck in a loveless marriage, trying to pretend like I'm not still in love with my twin flame? It's not gonna fucking happen. I mean, it's not gonna fucking happen now. Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm fucked. I keep saying this. I'm absolutely fucked. I don't seem to be bothered about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just enjoying the journey now. Do you know what I mean? Even the painful bits of it, I just, battle on. But yeah, it's yeah. There must be other people out there that are like that. Like, I know there are. I've bumped into them, but on the internet. But this is what they're making me say that, because this is where a lot of the divine masculines are getting at. They just can't do it anymore. or they're going to get to that point. And the Divine Masculine's card is, holy fucking shit, not a good one. Financial constraints. But you see, this is what I'm saying. Like 13 is Divine Feminine, but a lot of financial constraints are already in Divine Masculine's lives, regardless of gender, or and that could be for different reasons for different people, or it will be if they stay around karmic energies, whether that be women, men, because again, I know women that are with men, I know men that are with women, whatever fits for you. Doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. It will be romantic for other people. But this is a continuous message that keeps coming out. And I just opened it up at community and then storm warning. So the community around Divine Masculines there's a lot of snakes in the grass. We know that because Divine Feminines, snakes in the grass have been revealed over the past years for some people, months for others, and sometimes it just doesn't seem to fucking stop. And storm warning was also a page I got drawn to there too. So yeah, I mean, this is what I'm picking up on. All tied up, I've just been drawn to as well. So that's people all tied up in financial constraints with karmics for some people, or just finances being drained. Oh god, there's anxiety. It's all the not cards, and it's all the not good cards I've been drawn to. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, this is not going to upload by the time I'm putting that healing out. So it might, but if it doesn't, like say, that's entirely up to you. I emailed Michelle because she'd said that she wanted it, but anyone else, time's up. Anyone else, but that when the alarm goes off, it does. Oh, my phone's went blank. That's weird. Yeah, fuck the alarm. This just needs to be as long as it needs to be. Because it's about the healing, you see, because everything I do is healing. It's like people, I'm sending the healing when I'm doing this, right? So there you go, you're getting the healing this way, do you know? It's just if you want a bit of deeper healing when I'm doing that. Financial constraints, restriction. Oh, wait a minute, I do need to set the alarm for that so that I'm at least giving myself a wee break, guys. Right, I'll set it for another 30 minutes. Right. Restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Interesting, that can be black magic. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. That's interesting, it's a conscious mind. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. But I mean, that is the message is deeper than money here. It's about abundance, and it's about this is what true divine feminines teach. Divine masculine energies is the value of appreciation and what true abundance is, and basically like we shouldn't be really greedy or egotistical or like really adorning money is what I heard, because it's like that's going to be gone one day, but things like gratitude and happiness and good people around you and that like if you choose wisely, these things can be in your life for a long time. But if you worship money and false idols and false people and be in your ego and think these people are going to be around for you when the chips are down, you know what I mean? You're going to look around one day and there's going to be nobody around you. Or some people might already be in that place. Well, they are in that place. The affirmation is, I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. Absolutely right. What do we need to know more about? Divine feminine and the conscious mind. To go with a man holding the heart, or just anything else? Twinflames. I've already seen that one for a while. My God. Sacred breath and sound. Communication is on the back. So yeah, when you put that together, I mean, this being the new moon of love and partnership, communication between twin flames. Obviously this is a woman mirroring herself, but your twin is your mirror. So they were just trying to be PC on this card. I think a tiger might be one of your power animals. That's one of my power animals. It is the year of the tiger as well, I always forget to say. Dolphin might be significant to you too. Actually, that was my favourite when I was younger. But dolphins remind me of New Earth. This is New Earth relationships. This is what this is. New Earth relationships is what twin flames are the New Earth. Twin flames are part of building the New Earth. We're New Earth leaders. And that's why they need to come together. Some are going to leave it right to last minute. Some are getting it on now. Some have been getting it on for a while. But yeah, the 10 again is reminding me of the 10-10 portal as the full moon in Aries is the 9th, so that'll still be the full moon in Aries, and that's the truth. So again, the truth, a lot of truth, even more truth will come out on the full moon in Aries. Honest communications between twin flames, if it hasn't already happened. Yeah, soul partner, eternal connection. Have I got the book to that? Oh, I can't be arsed, but I mean, again, it would have been maybe nice to read the book for that. No, I've done it for it anyway. But this is what it is. This is like what I said at the start. It's a very deep connection of unconditional love that you couldn't possibly understand unless you were one, right? So even if you're not very happy with them, you can still empathize and you can understand, because you should be able to sort of look deeper in yourself and see your divine mirror. Right, so divine, wait a minute. Yeah, that was because the first one's always divine feminine, so that was divine feminine. Knowing about, just consciously, this is like what I just said, like basically what I said. Like, I can't pretend I don't know who my twin flame is and what a twin flame, I just can't, it's my fucking life's work. So that's why it annoys me when people go on about all these other fucking made up high level soulmate. I mean, do you know what I mean? That only became a thing like fairly recently. It's, you know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, you're free. People can call things whatever they want, but pop out, right? So, what I'm saying is, right? Soulmate, twin flame. Some people are going to pick a soulmate, right? For a while. But if you've got a twin flame, and the thing is that again, that I can't even go any further, because you're always thinking about your twin flame. You can turn your distraction away for a bit, but yeah, they're just not letting me see. Yeah, they're not letting me say any more than that. It's right. So, I'm more speaking. This is more speaking to people that have been on the journey a long time, not people that it's been like a few years or that, because it's the connection is a deep connection, and although people can remember past lives and that, and so that's, I think it is more people that has been building. I mean, it's like what they say, what's it, absence makes a heart grow fonder. I say this all the time, but it's like, if people have been apart for that long, then they see each other. You can think about it. I can think of many films and programs and stuff where that gets illustrated. Right, anyway. Divine masculine to go with courage. Yeah, look, that makes sense. Divine feminine has twin flames and communication. Divine masculine has sacred action. No, courage, sorry. That would be weird if sacred action comes out when I just said that. Strength, fearness, and family. That's interesting, because there's a yod today as well, and it is for the Leo energy. And that is about courage. Yeah, so they're having to gain courage. They know that they're having to gain courage for something, whether it is to speak to a twin flame, whether it's to end a karmic situation, whether that is with a karmic partner, a karmic job, an addiction, whatever it is. Fucking no luck if you've got all of it. Sacred purpose, because they know their sacred purpose is they are a twin flame and to be with their twin flame. And that takes courage because then you have to face yourself. Eternal. It's got eternal flame at the bottom. Is this burning an eternal flame? Can't sing it. Eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Right, far too chill. I mean, this is annoying because I can't watch this one back. I'm just gonna have to publish it. Whatever. What fucking ever. Right. That's where I'm at these days. Heart space. Oh, let's go for these then. Oh, what are you? View from above. Get the big. Oh, hello. What was I just saying? This Sag Moon conjunct Uranus, which is why it comes out a bit wacky sometimes, all the time. Get the big picture. I'm here to provide the bigger picture of look beyond the behavior of you, your twin flame, people in the world in general. See the bigger picture. It's about ascension. Balloons going like we're all learning on the soul's journey. And it's about forgiveness. Jesus was about forgiveness, remember? Right. What have we got for divine feminine heart space? I really feel there's been major higher heart activations going on. Uncovering treasure beneath the surface lies great bounty. Another one. Uncovering what you're really capable of, divine feminine. Savor your life. And what did I say? Passion, pleasure. I'm just fucking enjoying the journey. Do you know what I mean? And I'm enjoying the journey. I'm sharing what's true for me, and I'm channeling for the collective, basically. Right. And like I say, that when you do that, it helps your twin flame. It might look like it really doesn't help them at first, and they, like I say, they may not be very happy with you, but it does help them, right? And that is what unconditional love is. If you really truly do love your person unconditionally, our best friends give us the cold hard truth, don't they? They deliver it with love, and they might piss you off at first, and you're like, do you know what, they're right. That's what all my friends do with me. It's just a lot of those friends aren't friends anymore because they couldn't handle the truth. And apparently a lot of people can't apologize either. But again, it's when things like that happen in your life, these people are not meant to be in your life, you know what I mean? We've all got that. We've all got people in our life that really could have and should have apologized and they just didn't. And you have to release them at autumn equinox because that's what this is. Right. So somebody out there needs to forgive for me to have said that. Because I really couldn't give a shit who didn't apologise to me, to be honest, just let it go. Like I say, I'm good and happy in my life, and I hope anyone that I've ever had any connection with is happy, even if I didn't particularly like them. Just you shouldn't be holding shit in your heart like that. By masculines, heart space. Oh dear, a block. Reflect and redirect your energy. Impasse. I always say that funny. It's an impasse. I think it's just called an impasse. I always say impasse. I always make it sound more interesting. Yeah, redirecting their life and Mercury retrograde again. So this could totally be changing jobs, changing partners, changing daily habits. You know what I mean? Changing, repressing their feelings to acknowledge and expressing their feelings. And this is why it goes back to the first card about empathizing. Just because you watching this may be able to express your feelings and know how you feel, and you do all the work on that, it doesn't mean everyone else does. And that's why we have to empathize, and that is often the case with twin flames. One is freely able to work out their feelings and express their feelings, and the other one not so much. And then what the other one is, what one is not, and then it swaps, whoever is really able to express themselves a lot, which is the divine feminine, the divine masculine will be really good at other stuff that divine feminine isn't so good at, and then you help each other. And it's why, like I say, when I connect with my clients who appear as divine masculine energy, I'm always able to see the same thing within those dynamics as well. Right? So masculine heart space. Fresh light, beginning a new cycle. Wow, that's fucking mental. reflect and redirect your energy, which is what retrogrades are about, and begin a new cycle. So a lot of divine masculines, again, it's like, this may just be going on internally and they're not out of things, out of jobs, out of relationships, out of an old way of being. But that's what's going on for some in their heart. And some may be out of things, but they're taking the time to heal from that. Right. Shall we go back to those cards or no? Let's go to these. In the physical, what's going on in the divine feminine? I am channeling it like it's a twin, like two separate twins here. But again, just if you want to know for your own inner energy too, just watch it again and think about it like that. Right. Divine feminine and the physical. Self-love. Yep. That's what the journey's all about. You've got to keep turning it around on you. Like, what I always say, it can be confusing at times, but it's like the more you focus on worrying about your twin flame, wanting to heal your twin flame all the time, talking about your twin flame, like, what's the twin flame not doing? Like, all this kind of shit. I mean, again, this is literally what I help people with. I wouldn't say on every Zoom, because I've got an eclectic mix of a lot of people are just literally working on themselves and don't know who their twin flame are. And then some people absolutely know who their twin flame are, and I have to keep focusing them on the self-love. But wherever you're at on the journey, you have to turn divine feminines, because this is divine feminines card, you have to make it about you. You have to love yourself, including, like, so what they're saying to me is, it's like how I'm like, look, I'm just enjoying my spiritual journey and loving myself as much as I can, protecting my boundaries, protecting my energies, and also not holding in my truth, because I've done that for a very long fucking time. You know what I mean? And it is my truth. That's self-love. Self-love can be difficult sometimes, because it might mean you need to upset a lot of people. Like say, a lot of people will be upset with me because I put tighter boundaries, but I seen a meme today and it was kind of like, it really shows you who what was it? It was something like, it shows you who was really gaining out of your sloppy boundaries. You know what I mean? It's quite enlightening that when you see who gets annoyed with that, and it kind of tells you everything you need to know. But also, like say, divine feminines not only, have that self-love, but they still have true divine feminines have that self-love, and they have that unconditional love for their twin, because a divine feminine that has done the work, doing the work, never stops doing the work, can see through what other people can, especially about their own twin, but usually about all twins. Not everyone can see as deep as some others, but yeah, it's about self-love. And it's confusing, isn't it? Because divine masculine energies, it can often look like, it's like they're putting themselves first, but that tends to come from more of an ego place of, I'm going to do what I want when I want, and nobody's telling me what to do. You know what I mean? Which is good to a certain extent, but the difference is divine feminines will, a lot of, more often than not retaliate with that and look inwards, and then you see that's where it creates all this other shit. In fact, I'm not going to pull another one for that. It creates all this other shit, because then divine masculines, when they start to awaken, feel guilty for that. And I, like say, I just find you got to see the bigger picture, is that you can't do better until you know better, until you're more aware. And it really is, a lot of us have just been brainwashed from a young age to act this way. Certainly men, you know what I mean? It's some women too, let's face it. But anyway, so do you get that? It's like divine feminines, the more you focus on you and don't kind of consume yourself with whether your masculine's with a karmic or not, or try to save them, basically. Do you know what I mean? But what you do have to, it's a fine balance, because you have to care. Like, sometimes people go down the route of not fuck them, but kind of like, right, I'm going to focus on me and I don't care what they're doing. That's wrong too, to be honest, is what I'm being told. Well, as I know, because your divine masculine does need your love, because it is your divine masculine energy in you. But you should want to give them that love too, to find their truth and to be the happiest that they can be, which obviously is ultimately going to be with you. You know what I mean? But you can't force them to see that. You can just hold space. Oh Lord, intense, right? So intense, but fucking true, right? Yeah, and then what they're saying to me is the difficult bit, because remember, this is in the physical. The difficult bit can be there as well, is that a divine feminine will be like, but I do understand, I do empathize, and I do understand even the bits that they think I'm not going to understand. So where are so where are they? And sometimes that can be, well, they've not quite wrapped up the other connections, or like I said, they have. But if someone doesn't want to come forward, they don't want to come forward, and you've got to trust that they will when they're ready. But ultimately, you can just do what you want. You know what I mean? I'm just delivering this message to whoever it resonates with. Right, because I'm like, again, I resonate with what I just said there. Nobody fucking tells me what to do either. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was you watching this, I'd be like, yep, that resonates. I'm gonna let that sink in. Or that doesn't resonate, I'll just leave it and, you know, take the bits that do. Right, what else is going on in the physical for this divine feminine that's loving herself in the physical? Sending her divine masculine love. Yep, women holding a heart. Same kind of vibe. She's just like, I'm gonna love myself. What? And I'm walking away from bullshit. That says letting go, moving on. Right, so female dealing with family. Oh my god, I just realised that. Divine mass. So wait a minute, this is so fucking confusing. No, it's divine feminine got man holding a heart, and that was in the conscious mind. And now, right. The woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair and holds a lovely large heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of her own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love, or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. Oh, that's quite... No, it's not. It's the same side. I'm confused. But anyway, fuck off, Mercury retrograde. So, you're an intuitive woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even-tempered, caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also pertain to a new love, interest, or a friend coming your way. Right, well, it doesn't matter that these were both on the divine feminine side. That's good news, some divine feminines out there. You've loved yourself enough for someone to be coming your way. And I would suspect that would be the twin flame if you're resonating with this. And again, some of your twin flames just need a friend, basically. Do you know what I mean? They need you to be a friend before anything else. But a lot of, I mean, some of you are going to be like, Claire, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, fancy a fuck with each other. And I hear you, right? It's whatever. Right, so, but anyway, like I said, if that one's only fucking coming true and that was 3 months ago, this one could be for fucking February for all I know. Right, so I'm just fucking mind blown with some of the shit I said in that video, because that's what I mean by, like, I don't know, because I was absolutely mind blown. With some of the things I've helped people with, and some of the things I can just feel from my own stuff. Very mental. Right. Divine masculine and physical blossoming. They're blossoming. Oh, and it's 33, which is my divine masculine number. Full moon. See, a lot of that blossoming is going to be happening at the full moon in Aries. Flower moon is the full moon that's in May. That's a while away. Let's hope it doesn't take till May next year for Divine Masculines. But again, how do I know? You might be newer to the journey watching this, so maybe that is a real thing for someone. But I feel this is about a lot of Divine Masculines blossoming it into their true self, their true feelings, allowing their true feelings or honest feelings to come out at that honest Aries full moon on the 9th of October. Right, so I'm just laughing at what I said in one of the videos a few days ago. Simmer down a bit something. Yeah, don't take that approach, you know. Don't be giving people don't be giving them time limits. I'm going to keep stressing that because I really loved what came through in those videos, but I'm going to keep stressing that really don't do that. Like you can say what you want, but we don't always get what we want. But it's good to put it out there. Right, so but I'm pretty sure your twin flames are well aware that you want to see them. They're just loving them. They're properly loving. A lot of them are either properly loving themselves right now and taking care of their overwhelm and whatever else in their life, or they're still taking care of their own business by being involved with other people. That's where they've got to be. Right, Divine Masculine. What's it called? Oh my God, right when I said that, yep. Right when I said that. Right when I said that. Oh my God, look what's on the fucking bottom. Whoa, that's really hard hitting. So I've just pulled the same fucking card in the physical for this. So this Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are mirroring, which is a constant a lot of the time when I'm channeling. It's a constant. Yes, it's a constant. So this could be two things, right? Let's put her down now. This is, oh my God, this is really like the channeling of the one I published today that was recorded 3 months ago. Anyway, I'm putting that's interesting. When this Divine Masculine is blossoming in the physical with their true feelings, whether that's happening now or it's yet to happen or it's already happened, it's more going to be that's happening now or it's yet to happen, but how do I know? That is when the blossoming of the feelings can be shared with their Divine Feminine, right? Because that, and the reason I'm saying that is because that came out in the physical for Divine Feminine too. And that did say someone was coming towards you. So that's like, whoa, that's pretty huge. And none of us really know who that's for. So please come back and update when it's safe to. I'm liking this because it's getting back on track. See what I mean? It's like I've been clearing the black magic for the collective. I've been clearing the black magic for myself. And it feels like we're getting back to all the lovey-dovey shit. This is what I like around here. I'm not wanting to be fucking channeling about this shit, right? But I'm going to have to channel about this shit because she's coming again. So the other way that this could be is upside down. This card has a different meaning. And now I want to read it. So now I'm going to, that was the Divine Feminine. Now I'm going to channel it. This is for masculines in the physical, that their true feelings are blossoming. Therefore, they're starting to realize, I don't resonate with this karmic partner that I'm with, whether it's a serious relationship or just sleeping with someone or sleeping with several different people. Actually, they're exhausting me because I've just pulled rest and rejuvenation. And I'm going to read so I'm going to read this one upside down and then I'm going to read that one. So basically, yeah, a lot of karmic partners do, they're materialistic. They're not very nice people. She doesn't look very kind. And they're doing black magic, the cat, and they're after the money. Just saying. Maybe not the Divine Masculine's money, but it's like there's something, it's not unconditional love. Sorry, I'm just laughing. The garden and the gate, that's about getting out of something. That's about fucking running out of something. 42. They get me to pass on the cheeky messages because they know that I'll do it. Female connection and money, health value. Yes, so it can be about right. Wait a minute. Oh, that's that one. So this can be about somebody helping you out with money, right? But that's not what I'm getting from that card, right? That's not what I'm getting. So I'm going to read it reverse. This card reverse could indicate that you're feeling unsure. Remember, this is Divine Masculine. or fearful about finances or some health issue. Yep, because that woman is draining divine masculine's energy, or will be. It could also reveal a lack of value for yourself or your own life. Pointing to someone else when this card comes in reverse, it shows a woman who may be reducing your own money. Oh my God, and fucking financial restraints came up. Or simply may not have your best interest in mind regarding your financial affairs or any affairs. It could also be someone who devalues or criticizes you or causes you to doubt your own value. Wow. It could even be that harmful energies of a woman from the past are still influencing you today. So this is complicated because this could be, harmful memories, things that have been said to divine masculine from previous connections can be affecting their self-worth, their value to go towards divine feminine. But it can also be that they're still with someone with the echoes in their head of someone else. This one's making it worse, and then it prolongs, you know what I mean? Very complicated, but I know it's going to make sense to people. And that's why they need your love. You need to see beyond whatever is going on in the physical to get that. Be aware that you don't have to let anyone else's negative vibration influence you at any time. Release any toxic connection and know that you're free to divine and value yourself no matter what. Wow. The world supports me in my financial goals. I'm making synchronistic connections that serve and honor me. Right. So the woman hold the coin reverse is this card reverse could indicate that you're feeling unsure or fearful about finances or some health issue. It could also reveal a lack of value for yourself or your own life. Is that not the one I just read? Yeah, that's the one I just read. So what's women holding the heart of it? All right, sorry. But it must have needed to read that twice. Right, you know the other thing, before I forget, see if that's on the bottom of the deck, right? That's the subconscious mind. So what they're telling me is this is for some masculine energies. Now, I'm saying masculine, that this can also be women and masculine energy with a man that's not so nice, or if it's same-sex couples. So just whatever applies. But for the purposes of this being a woman and channeling about a man, it's because this is in the subconscious, it may be that this man has not clicked about this energy yet, because it's in the bit it's going to rise up to their conscious mind. And then and then they're not, and then when you turn it upside down, they're not going to feel so loving towards the distorted feminine, and they're going to want, can the real Slim Shady please stand up? The real divine feminine. It's time's up, bitch. I don't normally say things like that, but that did just come out of my mouth. I didn't actually mean, well, a lot of karmics are bitches, to be honest, and a lot of fucking guys are bastards that are karmics, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever, each their own. We did a name call around here, do you know what I mean? Whatever, take what applies. But do you know what I mean? Time's up, bitch. The universe is saying that for you. Someone's playing a song outside. What is it? This card reverse could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed, and you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. Oh my God, this is divine masculines, remember. It could also refer to some difficulty in family matter or close friendship. If this is the case, it's time to let go or resolve things now. There's also a possibility this woman reverses someone who brings a negative emotional influence in your life. There may be jealousy, resentments, or even more subtle manipulations going on. I mean, like, seriously, guys. I mean, don't take things personally, but endeavour to bring greater clarity and calm self-empowerment to situation now, and always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. Can I just point out that, like, the karmic energies, like all karmic energies of all twin flames, are not going to like that I'm saying this. So love appreciated, guys. Love appreciated. I'm emotionally calm and peaceful, and I attract healthy, stable people to me. That's kind of blown my mind a little bit, but it doesn't surprise me one bit because it's what's been coming out. Right, so it's what I've been feeling for the twin flames. Right. An Ascension message. What do we need to know for the Divine Feminine's Ascension? Which is pretty heavy. Yeah, be the priestess that you are, Divine Feminine. Oh God, that card's jumping about. How are you being called to step up and lead? You're being called to step up and lead by being your true self, despite what may be going on around you. Stand in your power. Stand in that unconditional love. You've done the work. The ones that resonate with us. You can handle it. Trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? If you knew you'd be supported, you'd probably not worry about the things you'd worry about before. That's how they're telling me to say that. And you protect your energy, like I've already channeled in this before I pulled the card. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Where do you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, Divine Feminine? Are your friends really your friends? Great if they are. I know who my friends are in my life, and I know ones that I've pulled away from in recent years and even more recent, because I'm just like, what is that quote again? It's Martin Luther King, but it's like, in the end, we'll not remember. It's something about, it's the silence of our friends, something like that. And that's always, unfortunately, really resonated with me for many different scenarios in my life, particularly when I was on that uni course as well. But yeah, for loads of things in life, it's like sometimes not telling you things is as bad as lying. You know what I mean? Keeping you in the dark, wherever that's going to resonate. Right, so Divine Masculine Ascension process. People are being revealed in this season. What we would say from a Bible God perspective. And I didn't go to church, guys, but I channel God. I'm taking you to church right now. Right, Divine Masculine's Ascension process. It's going to have something about rest. Oh no, but that affected my throat when I said that. This is Divine Masculines that are finding it hard to share their feelings. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Holy fucking shit. See, it's one of the rough ones. And look, I've mixed the two decks together. That's like when I say, it's like, by the way, that was really creepy. And that one that I channeled 3 months ago, I said about they may actually be trying to get you to hate them. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of, that again, that has been a martyr. You know what I mean? It comes from a good place, so really doesn't, most of the time. It's like when I channeled about that film that I thought was going to be shit and it was actually quite good, and I forgot the name of it. It's got the guy out of Remembering Sarah Marshall or whatever it is, the guy that's in, oh, you know what I mean? I don't know what his fucking name is. The guy that's in the program as well. How I Met Your Mother or Your Mum or whatever it is. How I Met Your Mum. Sorry, I'm just laughing, thinking that's probably about Twinflames. Do you want to hear how I Met Your Mum? Fucking sit down. Fucking tell you a story. That's hilarious. How I Met Your Mother. That's so funny. Sorry, that is actually jokes. Yeah, but anyway, what I was actually trying to say there was whatever that film's called. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's the 5-year engagement. That's what it's called, I'm pretty sure. And it was quite good because it's basically they prolong it and then they split up and then they realise they actually do want each other. So spoiler alert, I just spoiled it for you, but sorry about that. But it's quite a boring film too, but it's worth watching once. I wouldn't watch it again. But they were both one. It was like the woman in particular was wanting someone. It was like she was the Divine Masculine actually, which is always the way in my channel. But it was like she was wanting the guy to be perfect, and sometimes it does feel like that. Where like it's like Divine Masculines have got this image in their head of how. No, actually, both twins. Now I'm going into my own stuff because I actually doesn't. Actually, probably. I don't fuck it. I'm not actually going to comment there. But it's whatever. I can't fucking be arse working that one out. But what I'm saying is in that particular scenario, because it will resonate for some people, that it's like she was nitpicking. Do you know what I mean? Well, they're not like this and they're not like that, so it's not going to work. Yeah, that does make sense. I do think Divine Masculines do that. Divine Masculines do that. But not from a horrible place. Whereas Divine Feminines are probably like, well, I can see what's different about us, but I can also see what's similar. And I can also see that it's just going to work like that. Yeah, I just think that's what I've noticed on the journey. Divine feminines can see how it's going to work more than divine masculines can until they see that it can. Is what I'm saying. So anyway, why did I start talking about that film? Oh yeah, it's because I said something about oh, give it back. What was that I said? I said, yeah, they might be trying to get you to hate them. And then I also said that the other day, and I thought that was really weird. So it must be true for someone that someone's like wanting to go so down the fuck it, let's go, but fuck it, let's self-sabotage this connection route. You know what I mean? Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature, but it would still be part of the journey because the irony is it wouldn't sabotage it. And so forget what you see in some other apparent kind of not the people's channels is what I'm saying, because hopefully people, but what I'm saying is sometimes you see that in the comments of other channels, Twinflame stuff, that people will be like, right, fuck this, I'm moving on, and you know, just going on about how horrible their divine masculine are. But it's that's what I'm saying. A lot of them people are not, they just aren't on the journey. And then sometimes people are on the journey but they're confused, and that's when you come and get help from somebody that knows what they're talking about. If you don't resonate with me, go and find someone that does know what they're talking about. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And this is why a lot of masculines are needing to get really grounded, because they're feeling very anxious, very alone. I mean, I'll tell you something. I pulled a card out of this the other day, and yeah, it was just horrible what I was picking up on. And it was trust in divine, oh fucking hell, trust in divine detours, coyote spirit. And I've been saying that the coyote medicine is massive right now, because Mercury retrogrades a trickster. So, like say, check yourself before you wreck yourself, everyone. Before you think you know how something is, make sure you're actually right. Especially if you're jumping to conclusions and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's not just about Twinflames. I feel that's about like anything, because that's Mercury retrograde, that's the trickster. And he's like, he's hiding on the bottom of the deck. But it was a card, and it was the otter one. You know, it's the one they're making two hearts, and it says you're never alone. And it was when I was pulling a card about divine masculines. That was Friday afternoon, actually. I felt a real deep sense of some divine masculines feeling really alone. So I feel a lot of divine masculines really they're everyday waking self, if they're still in their ego, may not be reaching out to you. And obviously, quite literally, you would know if they were actually messaging you, reaching out to you. But their higher, like their soul may be reaching out to you, and you can feel it. Or like I say, it could be that they are consciously reaching out to you telepathically, being like, please God, please just get her to message me. And you've got to trust your own intuition on that one, because a lot of divine masculines are still in karmic cycles with karmic people. May not be wise to do that, and they may not want you to do it. They may really not be happy about you doing, and because some divine feminines just, you know, you never really know either way. You've got to trust yourself, and that's what can be incredibly frustrating about it, can't it? When you can feel that somebody needs your help. And that's why it's so important that people like me are out here saying that we're always holding space and sending love to our divine masculine, and always open to hear from them. And obviously I'm always open to hear from mine, whatever's going on in his life. And I wasn't actually going to say that there, that goes without saying, but I'm always, you know, I'm here to book a session with for any other divine masculines that need help. And it's private, you know. Obviously, I can sometimes mention things but I keep it anonymous on here when I'm channeling. But if you were really kind of para about anyone identifying you or shit like that, like I wouldn't channel it if you say, like, you know, if you really don't want me to do that. So, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Yeah, because look, they're just going through what they're meant to be going through right now. You're going through what you're meant to be going through right now. It's happening for you, not to you. What does it say again? It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah. It's for your soul's growth. You signed up for this. You're like, fuck you, Claire. It's not my fucking fault, right? You signed up for it. I signed up for this shit too. We all did if this resonates. So just get grounded, find what calms you. I'm honoured if I calm you down. I'm here to be the light in the darkness in these times. And it's going to be a long, cold, dark winter, especially those of us that don't have our twin flame to snuggle up to. Get the violins out. And yeah, it's just your soul's growth. Yeah, I already said that. It's got soul's growth on that card. Interesting. Right. Where are we going now? God, this is a mega chill one, isn't it? I wonder what I'm going to be saying at 144. So what do people need to know for their minds? Because it really does feel like people are not being very kind to their minds. I'm going to be freaked out if someone says it like that. It happens all the time. Divine feminines. Just some advice for your mind. I know we've already done this mind, but I'm feeling guided to do another one. For your mental health. Because we all need fucking support with that. Everybody, every single person that's got a soul. Demons and maybe not. They've not got a conscience. They've not got a soul. They want your soul. They want your energy. I'll not go any deeper with that. Sure, it's not that much of a shock to many people out there. Right, so to others, I'll just be looking like I'm crazy, but then you'll not be fucking saying that when you get caught by a situ like that. Right, so I'm feminine. It's the small things in life that make the biggest difference. Yeah, like letting people know you care. Savour a cup of tea. People have relaxed over a cup of tea for thousands of years, and for good reason. Tea drinking has been shown to have similar effects on the brain as meditating, stimulating alpha brain waves associated with deep relaxation and enhanced clarity. And some teas, particularly green tea, have also been shown to adjust serotonin and dopamine levels, increasing feelings of happiness. Well, I don't know about you, but I love a good cup of tea. I'm going to be making one before I do that distant healing. What have we got for divine masculine? Oh, I've just been reminded that today's shorts was about a tsunami of feelings coming your way. And then one of my Soul Fam members said to me that tsunami season starts from October or something. October to March. Does anyone know? Is that right? I trust that's right. If she said that, she's very intelligent. We could Google it as well. But yeah, so there was quite a literal thing because that card came out twice in the shorts. And remember, just because it was for today, it won't be for today for some, but for some people it will be. So some people are getting hit with the major feels right now, basically. And it will be for a lot of reasons. It could be that you've got some major planets being battered, like your Chiron maybe getting battered. Chiron's in Aries right now, but it might be making some aspects. I remember actually, when was that? About a month ago or something. I think it was something was really hitting my Chiron, and I just basically was crying. Oh no, I know when it was. It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, I've worked out for several different reasons, but I couldn't know it was a month ago. It was a month ago. I couldn't stop crying. I was even waking up crying in the middle of the night. But you see, the thing is, this is horrible to hear this, right? But sometimes when you're doing that, it's actually you're feeling your twin flame. Yeah. And you'll just know if that resonates. Your home is a sanctuary, fill it with peace. That's for divine masculine. So again, that's going to be about the ones that aren't living in peace as well. But I mean, ones that are healing are just wanting to be alone and heal. And if they're not alone and they're not able to heal, they're going to be like, fuck off to people that are, yeah. Create a calming bedtime routine to ensure you have the most restful night's sleep. Create your own nurturing, calming bedtime routine. Include practices, rituals that make you feel relaxed and peaceful. Rinse away the stresses of the day with your favourite facial cleanser. Pop on your coziest pyjamas. Sorry, I'm just laughing now because I'm laughing at my niece that drew a fucking picture the other day, and it was like yeah, she drew a man that liked to be naked. I was like, no, that's not what she said. She said, this is your husband and he doesn't like wearing clothes. Like, right, okay. I was like, try to hold my laughter, and I was like, right. But it was actually because she didn't know what clothes to draw. But I was like, well, a lot of guys, do like to be naked, so it did resonate with me. Massage your hands and arms with lavender scented body cream and take a moment before sleep to perform a breathing meditation with the lights low. So I said to Brianna in the comments, I said, well, there you go, listen, nobody needs to worry, right? Our futures are bright with naked husbands or naked wives, whatever fucking floats your boat, guys. It's drawings have got to be the funniest fucking shit ever, you know what I mean? But you got to turn around to laugh. You don't want to see them laughing. When I laughed, she looked at me like, what the fuck you laughing at? I was like, Right, anyway. I put that naked husband and family picture up my fridge, let me tell you. Right, so whoever that husband is, I'm manifesting them. Just put that out. Don't put a name on them. Just say whoever this person's meant to be, they're on my fridge. Right. Yeah, do you know what's really freaky as well? She actually used an orange pen, and on one of my birthdays, I wore this really nice backless bright orange dress. That's what it reminded me of. And my divine masculine seemed to like that dress that night too, after he acted like we weren't anything to each other, and then he'd had a few more drinks, and then he was whispering in my ear behind me. But these are the things we don't forget, even years later, when it's a true twin flame. Right, anyway, right, so. Oh, wait a minute, because I'm going to end this after these cards. What is your twin? Wait a minute. How we do it? Right. Well, it might work, right? So I always just think these are like from a divine masculine, a divine feminine, but it could work. What does the divine feminine want to say to divine masculine in this collective? It did not work. Give me a second chance, please. I beg you. Well, yes, this is a divine masculine to a divine feminine. I mean, it just is, right? Because it just is. Because it's the divine feminine, regardless of gender, that hold the space. And it's the divine masculines that usually run away, regardless of gender. That's the truth. But I suppose if I was really kind of reaching here, no, I can't. They're telling me that I just can't make it. Do you want to give us anything from the divine feminine, divine masculine, or will I use a different bet? So yeah, and again, this is interesting because remember, this is the card I really don't like. Because regardless of how bad somebody thinks they've been, I just don't think anybody should ever have to beg. But in light of some of the things that have come to light, it might just be more of that vibe of kind of, yeah, like I said, like if divine masculines have been doing things so that they're divine feminine, or kind of put off them a bit, or kind of don't want to be with them. It wouldn't be don't want to be with them, but just kind of like you could lose a bit of something, couldn't you? You could lose attraction for someone if they will basically choose someone else over you. It's not just not attractive, is it? But again, that's why you have to look at it from the higher perspective. And then once the kind of feelings and the dust settles in the anger, it's like a divine feminine would be like, well, I still love them and I still understand them and I still unconditionally. Do you know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. It's like, But that, even though a divine feminine would understand, a divine masculine may not be forgiving themselves. So it'd be like they could still come at you like that. So what else do we need to know about? What? Yeah, but give me one. Come on, give us one from divine feminine, divine masculine. That back. Let's see if it comes out again. Oh my god, they just fucking came out again. Holy fucking shit. Am I really that surprised? No. God. Centered my world around you so much I got totally freaked out. That's the one I pulled in the picker. Did I pull it in the picker card? I might have to put that out. If I put that out, it's just I'm not turning it around. You're just gonna have to turn your phone around and deal with it, right? I don't know what I'm gonna put out though. Yeah, so this is basically like that's why a lot of divine masculines turned their attention to karmic partners, like other karmic, but like basically this is the ones that haven't been stuck in marriages, because you know I'm talking about if people have got into other relationships or just kind of constantly kind of dating loads of different people or sleeping with loads of different people, whatever term you want to use, it's because they couldn't get their divine feminine out their head and it was freaking them out. And then a lot of divine masculines could get so freaked out about it because they're like, my divine feminine, although I either know she feels strongly about me because she's told me, or your divine feminine might be in a situation like similar to what the fuck I'm doing right now, because there are other people that do this. You know what I mean? Like that you might have saw them saying it, but then the divine masculine could say to them, say, "Oh, they think that they want me. They think that I'm good enough for them." But then when I actually get in their reality, they're going to be like, "Oh, never mind. Don't want you anymore." It's not going to happen, guys, right? When it's your true twin flame and you know that, like, people are not going to put themselves out on the line there like that. When you go to them, divine masculines, your twin flame is going to be welcoming you with open arms. Obviously, if there's something that people need to be fucking begging and getting a second chance for because it's been particularly dark or hurtful to the divine feminine, common sense, it's like I said the other day. Apologise, bunch of flowers, chocolates, whatever the fucking hell it is you feel guided to do. But it's not going to be anything along the lines of something really flashy, is what I could tell you. For, you know, so again, some divine feminines may be more into, I don't know, fancier things than others, but it's, you know, that's just what my feeling is. I mean, I actually said it quite bluntly the other day, didn't I? That like whenever my divine masculine chooses himself properly and then has to choose me. I don't mean has to, I mean has to choose me, because if he chooses himself, he's choosing me. Yeah, I want a break. I want to get the fuck away from everyone. But it doesn't need to be anything massive. Do you know what I mean? But again, it's like this is, but at the same time, I just fucking want to do anyone, basically. Do you know what I mean? I want to be there for them. Because I just sort of think about the times if I've been really upset and I've gone, you know, it's horrible that, isn't it? When you're really, really upset and you do actually want someone to be there for you, but you don't want to bother them. Again, I've done my work there. I'm not like that now, because when I was really upset recently, actually, I had my closest friends were amazing. And actually, you know, it was quite weird that they telepathically picked up on it. So, and it was just orchestrated by God and the divine that they were there. And one of my pals came round and got me a takeaway, and just again, and it was just exactly what I needed. So, but um yeah, that is what that's about. It's about, although you might not understand it, that is why a lot of twin flames will do that. It's basically to see if they can get you out their head, and they can't. So right. Also, that one actually, they did listen to me, because that could be from a divine feminine to a divine masculine, because it can freak you out at first when you're on the journey. But like I've said many times, like, Christ, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? because I'd obviously known my twin flame and slept with him for fucking years, and then the feels just hit me in such a major way. I was like, this is not normal. Like, what the fuck? Like, none of my pals are fucking going on about something that they've fucking like this. Like, even if they are in love with them, like, it was like, this is just fucking otherworldly, but like not in a good way because he wasn't feeling the same, you know what I mean? It was like, or it could turn out that he fucking was feeling the same. He was terrified, and that's why he was fucking running into loads of other shit. Anyway, right. Now another divine masculine, divine feminine. Oh god. Choose me, not the other guy. So clearly this is not me because I've not got a karmic partner sitting in the living room waiting to get in his bed. So this might be for some divine feminines that are with a soulmate right now because you are not so good at being alone. You know, and it's not, and I don't mean in the way that like, oh, you haven't done the work to be alone. Like, say, I just honour the fact that I am very all or nothing. I would rather, genuinely rather be alone or with the person that I want, with the person that I really want, the person that I know I'm meant to be with. Whereas not everyone's like that, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if I said that right, by the way, whatever. I'm kind of like, I'm getting that tired now. I'm channeling, but it's like, I'm going quite deep into this channeling, but it's like, some people, you know, may be like, well, actually, I do better with company and I just want a bit of fun. And but this is where again I can't really channel in that too much because here I'm here to channel about sacred sex when I'm guided to. And the problem is the way that we've been conditioned to believe that it's all right to just sleep with this person, that person, whatever. It's really, really wrong. You know what I mean? And again, I'm like, listen, I've had my fucking time of doing that too, right? I wasn't as promiscuous as most, but oh, I mean, yep, look, that other guy's going, that's what's going to happen, right? Divine masculines are worried about that. That's what will happen. When you fucking get the finger out and fucking text your twin flame, it's like, what other guy? And then that goes with the story that I said earlier. Because it's like, even though that was me just hooking up with someone that night, like that guy, who, let's face it, like that's always like, why do you care? Like, you're actually getting what you want. So why the fuck do you care if I'm in love with someone else? But like, obviously that guy had a bit of feelings about him to be bothered. Or maybe I'll get under his skin too, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? It just shows you that like you know, men are not like, guys have got feelings, surely don't need to point this out. But yeah, so this is but yeah, basically what I'm saying is, don't, divine feminines, don't be kind of cutting your nose off despite your face. So if you're kind of like hooking up with people or kind of making it obvious to your masculine that you're talking to people and stuff, like, you got to do what you got to do. But if you are actually sleeping with people, and if you're at this point in the journey in the spiritual way, like I said, it complicates matters no end. And I don't just mean because you're going to piss off your twin flame. It's actually because you can pick up on what your twin flame's doing. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Unless you know, your guides protect you from that, which that can happen too. Thank God. But it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like so you would be doing that. You're doing that to each other. You're doing that to each other is what I'm saying. But also it's just about like, you're living a lie. If that's a divine masculine saying a divine feminine, like, choose me, not the other guy. Yeah. I was going to say it could be like a woman that's running from a man, but then I would consider they were in
divine masculine energy. Again, we've both got divine feminine, divine masculine, but like I say, it is energies, you know, it's typically divine feminine because a lot of men a lot of men that are in divine feminine energy that I see on other people's channels occasionally chatting, they're in divine feminine energy, so divine masculine is still a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, fucking hell, man. There'll be some days, but complicated city, right? So that's a weird thing to say, complicated city. I'm going to need to wrap this up because I'm meant to be sending the healing in a minute. So, oh no, I think that clock's fast. Right. Just set this for 5 minutes and then. I bet you now, that's funny. I bet you now when I start the distance healing, I'm going to end at 11:44 my time. Interesting. Because by the time I get started, right. So what does a divine masculine want to say to divine feminine? Bear in mind, it's not going to be this. Not listen. That one doesn't make sense to me, right? So, but it's going to be someone's. So use your discernment. It's not everyone's. It's just good to see if we can get other people's situations, and it's quite nice when things don't make sense to me. To be honest, it's a nice change because a lot of it does. Or something your twin flame wants to say to you. Oh, that one again. It's the same card. So this is the energy of tonight. Or for some people, it's the energy of this new moon. People facing feelings is what I'm getting from the whole thing, and which makes sense for the shorts. The tsunami of feelings. I'm sure I said the tsunami of feelings is coming your way. That's the way I said it. But like I said, this could equally resonate for people out there 3 months from now, 2 months from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 days from now, 2 years from now. Who the fuck knows? I centered my world around you so much that I got totally freaked out. Ah, now I get it. And so that might have meant that because this, let's just say it, because this divine masculine got totally freaked out and chose to get involved with many other people or another karmic, this divine feminine chose someone else or chose to do the same thing, casually hooking up with people and then maybe started to like someone. And that's why he's saying to her, choose me, not that other guy that I pushed you into the arms of. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Guess who's back? Again. Return of the back. Whatever applies to your situation. Right, one more. Oh fuck. I've tried so hard to figure out how to make it work between us. And this is the thing, they're probably trying too hard, right? They're probably telling themselves, oh, sorry, guys, I'm going to talk directly to you. You're probably telling yourself all the fucking stories under the sun of why it's not going to work. And that's because you're trying to make this work in the world that's dying right now, crumbling, going to shit. And this twin flame new earth relationship is meant to happen in the new earth. And then you're like, what the fuck does that mean in normal language, Claire? Well, what that means is you can build your life with your divine feminine in a place of peace. And you can still see the people from your old life. But you'll notice that when you're with your divine feminine, you're a lot happier, you're more at peace, you're more yourself. And then, like I say, you can still see the people from the old life, the old earth is all it means, you know. I think I do need to simplify that to sort of break it down. I mean, it is going to get a bit deeper than that as time goes on, but I think that's where we'll leave it for that, for people to get it. That's what I mean by it's like I'm in the higher dimensions and I'm literally pulling divine masculine collective up to the higher dimension. Like I'm pulling you up higher because you're in a low place right now.
I'm feeling like that little girl in the. I'm going to have to put a clip of that so that people know what I'm talking about. She's like, everybody needs to go low. Everybody needs to go high. Do you know what I mean? I'll find it. I'll put it in the comments. I love your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. I love all of you. And that's why I'm going to make it work. When I'm ready. And not a moment sooner. And it's on the bottom again. Because I want to wake up beside you every day. Did I or did I not fucking say that the other day about my divine masculine? Well, actually, that was the one where I was like channeling it quite passionately. I can't remember if I said it now, but I did say something because it's true. Every morning I wake up and I'm not beside that guy, I'm like, oh God. And then every night when I go to sleep, I'm like, you know what I mean? You are the one, and I know we're meant to be together, right? Time's up. Time's up for this. What do you want? Oh God, sorry. Self-love and empowered. September seems to have fucking been forgot about. I just remembered. September's nearly over, guys, right? Whatever. What do we need? What do we need to know? Why true? Yeah. See what I mean? I always trust what they guide me to. It's true. That is the truth. That's how divine feminines feel about the divine masculines. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. So I don't know, this is answering someone's question, but it was just also just backing up what I just said. Because they're worth waiting on. You're worth waiting on. From divine feminine collectives to their divine masculine, you are worth waiting for. You're worth the spiritual attack. You're worth changing you're worth the change in friendship. The people that might think you're nuts for hanging around waiting on your twin flame. You're worth it all. I'm channeling your divine feminine to you right now. Or I'm just saying to my sisters out there or my brothers are in divine feminine energy. Isn't that true? Your patience will be rewarded. Oh, your twin flame doesn't want to tell you because they're done that. What's this one? One step at a time. Yeah, that does mean something that I turned them around and you couldn't see what it said. It's like they just don't want to tell you right now. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. And that's why you have divine feminines, you have to focus on yourself. And then divine masculine will start loving themselves more and they'll come to you when they're ready. Love it. They'll share with you when they're ready. When you share, everyone feels happy. But divine masculine, that is also about for anyone that's feeling alone and like they've not got anyone out there. Well, if you feel safe enough, put it in the comments, you know what I mean? And allow yourself to get the love from me and allow yourself to get the love from the other regular commenters. Because we're grateful for you. Think about the people and things you're grateful. So I'm actually just being reminded about yeah, a new guy started chatting. Sorry, new guy. I can't actually remember what it was a J name. What was it? Was it? Maybe it wasn't. But anyway, new guy. You get called new guy. That was really nice when you were chatting in the live, the premiere bit. You know what I mean? It was fun. That's what I want. I want to be here for the divine masculines to come and join in because, like you say, because that's what that man was saying. Really, we've got both within us. And I'm like, yeah, that is totally true. Right, so starting a bit later, but that's fine. For the healing, I mean. How do we want to wrap this very long? I did think it was going to be a bit long. Why are you pulling me these again? Right, let me put them around the right way. Relax, everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all going to be fine. That's the anxiety I'm picking up on for a lot of people. Sorry, I'm just laughing that it's Mercury retrograde. Finish what you started. You've started something important and now it's time to complete it, right? And I was saying in my head, what does Divine Masculine want to say, Divine Feminine? So, Divine Masculine, this is about those of you that may have like left your Divine Feminines hanging, or you were going to have a conversation once upon a time about your feelings and it just never happened. You've started something important and now it's time to complete it. Or it could just be about the twin flame journey, like you're coming at the end of the twin flame journey. Sorry, I'm laughing now because yes, I'm just laughing. Let go of stress. Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out now. Oh fuck. Right. Oh, right. So look, there's me again on the bottom. Twin flame facilitator, expansive growth. That's what I am. I'm here to help you through this fucking motherfucking process. Make you laugh in the process. Right. So probably trigger you along the way too. You're welcome. What I'm here to do. Listen, my Chiron's in the 7th house, right? Sorry. It's about shadow work. I'm going to mirror back, reflect back to you what you need to fucking know, hear, see about yourself. Right. Along with my North Node in the 8th, I might add, which is why people tell me all their shit that they've never told anyone in their life a lot of time. Right. Where's Divine Feminine at in the physical on this crazy ride? So look, that one again, soul merger. Yep, we couldn't not be here even if we fucking tried at this point. That's why we love our twin flames that much, because we're so entangled in them energetically. And when the time is right, when they're not attached to others, you'll be entangled up in them physically. Where's the Divine Masculine at? Is it going to be the same card? Is it going to be another mirroring one? Or is it going to be you can do it, Neo? There's a card that's like, you can do it. It came out in the pick up pile, actually. No, it's not, but it's that one again. Okay, the electric 5-5. So there could be something about the 5th of May. Creative expression. This will mean a few things to a few people, but it's so there's a lot of blue, so it's about the throat chakra. They're getting ready to speak their truth, or they're at least working out their feelings, maybe talking about their feelings to other people, working out what they want to say to you, or it could be Divine Masculines are working out what they want to say to karmics in their life. Bear in mind, there may be situations as well where the karmic isn't so bad, and it's like, you know, they're trying to be mindful of not hurting a karmic's feelings. There is that. I do have to say that too, but it's not the cases I come across, right? So I'm just speaking from personal experience. Usually karmics are clingy, needy, controlling, after they've appeared to not be all these things. Just saying. Yeah, and the creative expression is also about them expressing, or you expressing more of your feminine self, you know, your feelings. And that ties in with the whole reading. Electric. Right, so what's a combined card? I'm just laughing because I actually oh god, this is just getting so hard to do this sometimes. I seen a van yesterday that said Mr. Electric, and it was just making me laugh. It was making me laugh about that card. Yeah. And also the Liam Capaldi song came on in the car,
when I got in the car, my friend's car. As soon as I got in, that came on. And I'd already was hearing it in my head. So it's going to be relevant to people there as well. Right, so higher conscious awareness, increase your frequency. And again, I've increased your frequency. I've increased your frequency just by you watching this, if you give your permission. Expansive growth, because I'm a twin flame facilitator. Look at that. There's that card again. I'm here to help you with this journey. Interesting. And help you practice that patience on this journey. Not be like, Claire, this is fucking agony. I'm away for a soulmate or a higher or a high level soulmate, whatever the fuck people want to call these things. Right, well, go and do that. See how it works out for you. The thing is, to be honest with you, I'm kind of saying it sarcastically, but that would be what you're meant to do. If you get guided to do that, you're meant to do that. Trust yourself. I can only say what resonates for me and the people that would resonate with my frequencies, and you know what I mean? So seriously, do you. Divine mistakes, as I like to say. Change your perception beyond delusion. See beyond the illusion of how your divine masculines are acting, if they're still an ego and they're still not really being their true self. And change your perception to one of empathy. And remember and be humble about, when were you not being yourself? When were you still people pleasing? When were you not being able to say no? All these kind of things. Look at everyone with the eyes of innocence. Is that a thing? Yeah, it is a thing, because it just came out of my mouth, but it feels like I've pulled that from somewhere. Maybe I have. And one more for everyone. If it's that order card, that's going to be nuts. Now, this will really help someone sleep, because it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm not fucking watching this back before I put it out. I'm just going to be really brave, like I've done before, and put it out. Because at this stage, I mean, it's nothing I've no said in the last 10 months. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing I've no said before. And these divine masculines need to keep hearing it and hearing it and hearing it and hearing it until they believe it, until they realize that you're not tricking them and you're not going to do the same back to them and whatever else, that you mean it. You just mean it because you love the fuck out of them. You love the fuck out yourself. If you've got to that bit. And if you haven't, I can help you, but you'll need to book the counselling package, because that's being realistic. Start with a session, but if you really want to properly be where I'm at, that's how I got there. I had a counsellor for 7 years, and I've done constant work on myself. And you don't need to work with me for 7 years, guys, because I heal people like that. So, but typically, I always, 3 months is. I have healed people in 8 weeks, so if you feel like it could be done anyway, whatever, right? And that's only if you really do feel like, you need that space, because a lot of people do that come to me, and I'm just being honest, a lot of people do. It's just about, it takes a strong person to admit that they need that support, and just not many people are willing to. That's why I always share that about my counselling course. I was like one of the only people who got a counsellor, because I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I thought, I don't want to be counselling people when I've not had a counsellor, and I want to be doing it for me too. Take a leap of faith. There we go. Take a leap of faith wherever you're guided to take a leap of faith. But I feel that is definitely about take a leap of faith, divine masculines that aren't involved with karmic situations and you're just stalling in your own mind. Take a leap of faith. Otherwise, you're just going to keep leaving it and leaving it and leaving it. And some of you are ready. Some of you are well aware that you may actually still be in karmic situations, but you may need your twin flame right now. You may need them to listen to you for whatever reason, different for different people. And some of you, your karmic situations may not be another person at all. And it may be that you've got an addiction and you need to get help with that from either a healer or your twin flame. But take a leap of faith towards love rather than fear. And I've opened it to see the bigger picture again, and I pulled that as that. Right, so 30. What are we in? What fucking month are we in? What year are we in? I live in the future, remember? I'm going to start talking like it's Christmas soon, by the way, because I always seem to be at least a month or a season ahead. The 30th of, oh, yeah, the 30th of, when's that? The 30th of September could be significant, which is in 4 days. Is that Thursday? No, it's Friday. All right, this Friday might be significant for you taking a leap of faith, or someone taking a leap of faith towards you, or just doing something brave in your life. Or it could be the 30th of October, but it's normally the closest for me. Right, so right now you're poised to jump up into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have ever imagined. That's the twin flame relationship, guys. When grasshopper spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. Into the unknown. That came up in the pickle pit. Oh, fuck, I need to share that, don't I? For grasshopper spirit represents the innovative spirit that says why not and has faith in the powers of the co-creation. You're being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea. Relationship. Oh, this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Well, now, try something new. I just got the deck and pulled that out. You'll only know you can do something if you try. Right, I'm fucking done, guys. Fuck, I thought I was going to pick up the true card, but that was even better. Yeah, it's about if you don't go to what you're scared of, you're because it's unknown, you're falling into fear. That's the South Node in Scorpio, especially those of you with strong Scorpio placements. You'll be really going through hell right now, so I'm sending you my love. And if you think this is bad, the new moon and eclipse in a month is going to be a fucker for you. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, if people, depending on your situation, I think those of you that are that close to contacting your twin flame, because it's a whole, I know a whole load of other channelers that are very good that will be picking up the same thing. I've seen people picking up the same kind of similar vibe. I bet you when I get off here, after I've sent the healing, when I can't sleep, I'll see people saying the same thing. Some people are very close to taking that leap of faith. Or you may, again, you might be in a situation where you're taking a leap of faith to end something with someone else. But it's like, whatever it is, I would be doing that before the new moon in Scorpio, because you, if possible, you want to be around people that are soul family. You want to be around your twin flame if you're that close to it anyway. It's a difficult new moon. That's what I'm going to say. Right, so, and it's the big time of change anyway. You know, eclipses are notorious for breaking up relationships that aren't built on a strong foundation. So if you basically, those of you that hang on and hang on and hang on and don't sort shit like that out, the eclipses will force you to do it anyway in a month, is what I'm saying. So, and I actually channeled that months ago about the Scorpio moon. I channeled it somewhere about that eclipse. Maybe not months ago, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago or something, but I remember saying that. Right, so when grasshopper spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap in the unknown. Spirit represents innovative spirit that says why not and has faith in the powers of co-creation. You're being called to trust it. This is the right time to go ahead with that idea, relationship, situation. I just read that twice. Relationship or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await when grasshopper spirit appears. You're not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. This is what I just channeled before I read it. And that is the South Node Scorpio, the past. Worrying about, because you've been hurt in the past, that you're going to be hurt in the future. And I just looked at 222 on my Zoom. It won't be on the video though, because I started the Zoom before I press record. But it's 222 right now when I'm recording this on the Zoom. And that to me is new moon in Libra. Twos are love and partnership. 222 is a massive sign for a lot of twin flames. You're not going to go, yeah, I just read that bit. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap.
And then we'll pull one from here because we didn't. Oh, we didn't. Oh, no, wait a minute. Ladies that I'm sending the healing to, I'm telepathically telling you that I'm sending you healing anyway while I'm channeling this that you're going to watch later if you're guided to. But I am going to be sending you the distant healing a little bit later. I did say to at least one of them today. I'm not going to give an exact time the next time. It's too difficult. Just know that I will do it. Well, I will already have done it by the time you watch this, actually. Actually, yes. So, ladies, if you are one of the ladies that has been sent that healing and you don't mind, I'd very much appreciate if you share in the bottom of the comments on either this video or any of the videos. Basically, take note of how you feel, how you felt before and how you feel after. And I'd imagine if some of you are feeling shite and then you feel uplifted, you'll notice. So, but just to let other people know that how you feel it, and then it helps for anyone that's interested in joining the platform when I talk about it next week. Right, so much appreciated. Right, so but obviously you can't do that, you know, wait until you've genuinely felt a shift in your energy and then comment if you are open to it. Right, so what are we doing this for? Yeah, I didn't really specify. So whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel, as I've just been sitting channeling for over nearly 2.5 hours. Alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. Right relationship on the new moon about relationships and love, peace, and harmony. I love it. Wow. The return. A new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. I like that, right? Because obviously, like, I love this because it feels like we're back in alignment with the channeling I like to be doing about the unions, even if they are fucking 6 months away or whatever. You know, it's not going to be that long for some people, and it will be for others. It's nicer than what was coming through before with the black magic. You decide. So it's like these stories will only happen when the divine masculines decide to go for what they want and who they want. You decide. A new story, right? Love it. And what is a bit of advice that anybody out there needs to know? Because we've both got divine feminine, divine masculine. Anybody out there, something they really, really need right now, something that's going to give them crystal clear clarity like never before. It's that one again. That one came out in the shorts. Memories. See, this is because we're getting, you know, we're in Mercury retrograde and it's coming to a close. Except there's a shadow, so not really. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. But you know, this is about loved ones and spirit, but this is just about the memory of your twin flame never fades. Even if it looks like someone's not thinking about their twin flame, they've shoved them somewhere in the back of their mind, the back of their heart. They're never not thinking, they're always there. That's when you know you're a twin flame. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. See how that works? It is true about loved ones and spirit, because I'm a medium as well, if you're new and you didn't know that. I said at the start, though, I don't always say it. So that is coming from your loved ones and spirit that care about you, that can see who you're meant to be with, and that are trying to push you, shove you towards them, and help you not be scared. But it's also about neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. That's twin flames. No matter how much you may hurt each other. And I'm not talking about like narcissistic abuse or like physical, you know, use your common sense. And that's why I say it is difficult, because some of the divine masculine's behavior can be confusing, and it can make it look like they're purposely doing it to hurt you. And like I say, some of them might be, because they might be trying to put you off because they think you deserve better or whatever. But it's not like that. It's in this journey, it's not. But again, it's your personal call, because some of you might not be Just what I'm saying is don't make endless excuses for really abusive behavior is what I'm saying. But when it comes to twin flames, it's not like, oh, it's my twin flames, I'll just let them treat me like crap all the time. It's about being able to see, well, it's again, I'm going to say it again, it's a divine mirror, it's your mirror. So even if nobody else understands them, you understand them. And if you don't, I don't think they're your twin flame. Or you've not had the right person mirror back to you to help you work out that it is. That's what happens on a lot of sessions with me. Someone was thinking about it, or they'd been privately thinking it to themselves, and then they talk to me and it becomes something they can't deny. Let's pull another one. Right, I'm done. Inspire passion, yeah. You can't deny the passion between twin flames. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. And that's where a lot of divine masculines have chosen to stay. For now. A lot of them are done. A lot of them have been out that a long time and they're healing. Who knows who's where. Now's the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Your sacred union, your sacred mirror, your sacred, the sacred sex that you're going to have with your sacred twin flame. Oh my God. Right, what the fuck? Look at that. That's fucking mental. Sacred union was in the bottom of the deck, right? I mean, what? What? Sacred union. I mean, hello, if you know astrology, Libra, house of love and partnership. For fuck's sake, and I've just pulled sacred union. Beloved within inner and outer relationships. So don't get too overexcited, guys. This is about some people's physical union. But like I said, I could be channeling this way in advance, so you need to go and shave your legs right in now. This could be a while away. Some of us just give up with that anyway, because you've just surrendered and you're like, who the fuck knows? Or you find out they're with someone else and you're like, well, at least I can stop doing that now. Balance your own energy, and whoever it is your true twin flame will find their way to you when they're meant to. But this is magical for some people, because some people you're in it, and lucky you. Some people will be so some people will be so far past the shaving the legs part because they're that comfortable with each other already. Who the fuck knows? Enjoy it wherever you're at. Enjoy your life. Love yourself. I love you. Hashtag newbies. Hashtag oldies. And yeah, I'll see you when I'm next guided to do a video. I hope the 2.5 hours of this gave you what you needed. Lots of love to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get us up to 444. Come on, I want to be 444. I want to be 500 so I can do the community tabs, but I want 444 because that's my favourite. See you later. It'll be so cool if I bet it will stop at 444. I'm calling it. Right, bye.